The Messiah told the Democrats to quit the navel-gazing and whining and start acting tough. So what's Hammering Hank doing? Singing.
Congressman Hank Johnson coming to give you some more ear candy. Believe that, and you must be blind. You've been telling us you released the file, but where are they? Dreamsicle on a summer night in a folding chair.
Now, Whoopi singing a little bit of a different tune. She said, Barack, don't you point your skinny little finger at me.
Yes, Barack Obama is making news on social media recently. I waked up the other day everywhere. Oh, Obama is warning Democrat, this, that, like you can see here. Within the space of 2 days, Obama and Michelle sat down in an interview to address divorce rumor. Whoopi Goldberg is not happy with Obama sending out a blunt message to Democrat. On this clip, I have a lot of videos I'm going to show you. But before I do that, subscribe, share the video, and check if your notification is on.
Trump says, the sky is blue, Trump sucks. You can't, that's not the way to win. It's just not, because it's not about Trump. It's about the people of the United States of America and what's good for them. And how do you get them to a place where they're in a better position?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me remind everybody who was out in the front lines marching when we had the giant marches that went on. Nope. It was the people. The people went out. They were not navel gazing. It was older people who were saying, why are you touching my Social Security? It was not people whining. It was about people saying, why are you taking these rights from my child when my child was born here? This has not been about Democrats laying back. This has been about y'all. This has been about y'all because their messaging was always the same. Democrats have been angry at what this man tried to do the last time. They've been angry this time. So with much due respect to you both, I believe you are pointing the finger at the wrong person when you say Democrats.
Are you delineating between voters and elected officials?
Yes, I am.
You're saying that, because I agree, voters are very impassioned.
Voters, and when you say Democrats, he's talking to us saying our messaging is bad. And I'm saying, no, our messaging has not been bad because people have been out.
Well, you can clearly see how Whoopi Goldberg is not happy with Obama sending out this message. Not only her, Chalanga the whole, this guy is a Democrat. He's not happy. He made it clear Obama is too late. Don't continue to put out this ridiculous message again. Nobody even listen to you when you speak.
It's mind-boggling to me when I hear people like President Obama say things that regular, everyday people been saying for years. We've been saying Democrats were cowards for a decade. We've been saying Democrats need to toughen up. And that cowardice is, why we're in the position that we're in now. So it's just wild to hear President Obama say that now as if Democrats haven't been cowards for the past decade.
The cowardly lying Democrats should look in the mirror. Barack puppet mastered Kamala's campaign, and now everyone's leaking that he didn't think she was tough enough, so he hid her in a bunker.
They were afraid, right? They didn't trust her. They had her so wound tight. Like, if the cursing Kamala would have gone on the broadcast, she would have killed it.
Obama wouldn't let the best-looking attorney general talk to other guys. Look what happened when he let her talk to Brett Baier. Catastrophe. You cannot hide presidential candidates and then blame them for losing. You got to just leave it all out in the field. Biden still thinks he's running. So they took away his phone and changed his number. But he got a new one, and he called the New York Times to tell them that the autopen signed the pardons because his hand was too tired. Joe with a phone is dangerous, and Democrats think something's up.
I think something else is coming. Why did he pick the phone up after 5 years and call them? Something is coming. I suspect they're laying the predicate that he delegated and they put out these offenses which seem small because there's a bigger case coming.
I agree. If Hunter was selling pardons, I wouldn't use my own John Hancock either. I'd give it to the autopen.
The Democrat Party is imploding. When I look at what is going on, for a certain period of time, I took a decision not to cover these topics. But what I see on social media now is extremely concerning. I just like the way this man covered this whole thing. Obama sitting in his corner, coming out to one Democrat to toughen off, like they need to go brutal on their message to President Trump is something. A lot are not saying it that way. He's being criticized for even saying that at this time. I put out a video the other day where this guy was very explicit enough to talk against Obama. He was a Democrat.
I walked away from the Democratic Party back in 2014. A big reason I walked away from that party was Obama.
I believe for the rest of my life, I'll be doing the Lord's work. I'm going to make sure no black person is a Democrat ever again. I hope you got enough common sense and critical thinking to understand what's going on right now. I'm about to give you all the facts. Every day I think I'm going to come on here and tell you what these clowns have done to you. Can you just notice that they never got a solution for you and they always calling you a victim? That's number one.
In 2016, when Trump was elected, I cried. I cried because I didn't understand why God would allow such an awful human to be elected president of the United States. That's how much of a never-Trumper I was. 2020, after being opened up to the fact that he campaigned on bringing down the Hollywood SA ring, and then one was 3 years later, I reluctantly voted for him. And I did it because I couldn't vote for someone who could be replacing Biden named Kamala Harris. But what shows you who someone truly is isn't what they say, it's what they do.
For you, and they always calling you a victim. That's number one. You always need Medicaid. You always need food stamps. You always need government assistance. Why? Why you can't need a job? Why you can't need an education? Why you can't need a better job? Why you can't need a house? Why you can't need a better car? Why you can't need better things than government assistance? Lyndon Johnson said he gonna have voting for Democrats for the next 200 years because that's how goofy you is. They filibustered the Civil Rights Act. It was the last record they had in Congress. They took men out of your homes. They would rather them be homosexual than to be a man in a home raising a family. Do y'all not see this? They claim to be Christians but do everything against God. Are y'all Christians? I do not understand what's happening. Do you believe God's word or do you make it fit to your lifestyle? I do not understand what's going on. Was the dashikis not enough? When they walk their ass out there with dashikis on and your ass ain't never been to Africa. But they thought the dashiki was unity for you. They play in your damn face. They play in your face and you let them do it. You let them work up your emotions. You let them build fear. What happened to us being slaves now? We supposed to be slaves 6 months into the Trump presidency and all locked up in concentration camps.
Yes, the other clip was aired on this channel 2 days ago. I decided to put this because people are extremely not happy. They are walking away from the Democrat Party as a result of all this. Everyone is complaining. So Obama coming out to still talk about this is crazy. We saw Obama impact during the Kamala Harris campaign. Nobody listened to him any longer. Yeah. So what exactly is he even talking about? That notwithstanding, people are realizing they are waking up, especially black people. And I'm glad to see that this is happening. Before they used to take anything, these people tell them, the Democrat Party. Now things have changed. Yes, that is just what I've observed throughout this period. And if things continue like this, let me not even say on this video. I don't want to make the video long. I want to appreciate people that are supporting me, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. Never stop to support me because I always make sure to bring news in around you. If you see short clips at the end of my videos, that is for the YT algorithm.
But literally life sometimes is life, and you're trying to keep a roof over your head, keep food on the table. And I got to leave the state because I may end up, because we saw what happened.
No. Decided that they want to go after. I think that my heart is going to carry a level of weight. Position.
Left. Situation where this
line up for my advice. It's like,
why don't we choose more carefully who we're going to lionize?
Why marriage, infertility, trying to have kids makes things difficult. It's like
she's seriously depressed about how hard it is to live in the White House.
Post this morning alleging that since I said I will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial. To run, he had 100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification.
This is not going to end.
He says, but what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you...
Because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything. And then the
Registration Act is
talking about
term, and you will be very...
Once again, the field was littered with Winter does.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
How bad is his reputation going to be?
we have so many